हेलो दोस्तों, बिगनर्स पॉइंट में आपका स्वागत है। और अभी हम कर रहे हैं करंट अफेयर्स आज की 25 तारीख की। कैबिनेट अप्रूव्स DSIR स्कीम कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग एंड ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट विद एन आउटले ऑफ 2277.397 करोड़। कैबिनेट ने क्या अप्रूव कर दिया? DSIR स्कीम कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग एंड ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट। The cabinet, chaired by the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, has approved the Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research (DSIR CSIR) scheme on capacity building and human resource development with a total outlay of 2,277.397 crore for the period of the 15th Finance Commission cycle 2021-22 to 2025-26. The scheme is implemented by the CSIR and will cover all R&D institutions, national laboratories, institutions of national importance, institutes of eminence, and universities across the country. The initiative provides a wide platform for young, enthusiastic researchers aspiring to build careers in universities, industry, and national R&D laboratories and academic institutions. Cabinet approves productivity-linked bonus for 78 days to railway employees. The Union Cabinet, chaired by the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi today, approved payment of productivity-linked bonus (PLB) of 78 days for rupees 1,865.68 crore to 10 lakh 91,146 railway employees. Payment of PLB to eligible railway employee is made each year before the Durga Puja and Dashera holidays. This year also PLB amount equivalent to 78 days wages being paid to the about 10.9 lakh non-gazetted railway employees. The payment of PLB acts as an incentive to motivate the railway employee for working towards improvement in the performance of the railways. The maximum payable amount of PLB equivalent of 78 days wages for each eligible railway employee is 17,951. The above amount will be paid to various categories of railway staff like track maintainers, loco pilots, train managers, guard, station masters, supervisors, technicians, helpers, postmen, pointsmen, ministerial staff, and other Group C staff. Comprehensive four-pillar approach to strengthen shipbuilding, maritime financing, and domestic capacity. The Union Cabinet, chaired by the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, today approved a comprehensive package of 69,725 crore to revitalize India's shipbuilding and maritime ecosystem. The package introduces a four-pillar approach designed to strengthen domestic capacity, improve long-term financing, promote greenfield and brownfield shipyard development, enhance technical capabilities and skilling, and implement legal taxation and policy reforms to create a robust maritime infrastructure. Under this package, the Shipbuilding Financial Assistance Scheme (SBFAS) will be extended until 31st March 2036 with a total corpus of 24,736 crores. Cabinet approves doubling of Bakhtiarpur Rajgiri Telia Single Railway Line section 104 km in Bihar. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, chaired by the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, has approved the doubling of Bakhtiarpur Rajgir Telia Railway Line section 104 km in Bihar with total cost of 2,192 crore approx. The project, covering four districts in the state of Bihar, will increase the existing network of Indian Railway by about 104 kilometers. Project section also provides rail connectivity to permanent destinations such as Rajgir, Shanti Stupa, Nalanda, Pawapuri, etc., attracting pilgrims and tourists from across the country. Multi-tracking projects will enhance connectivity to approx 1,434 villages and about 13.46 lakh population and two aspirational districts, Gaya and Navda. This is an essential route for transportation of commodities such as coal, cement, clinker, fly ash, etc. The capacity augmentation works will result in additional freight traffic of magnitude 26 mtpa million tons per annum. The railways being environment friendly and energy efficient mode of transportation will help both in achieving climate goals and minimizing logistics cost of the country, reduce oil import 5 crore liters and lower CO2 emissions 24 crore kilogram. India and Australia signed Mutual Recognition Arrangement (MRA) for organic products. The Mutual Recognition Arrangement (MRA) for organic products between India and Australia has been signed on 24th September 2025 at Vinijaya Bhavan, New Delhi. This arrangement demonstrates the shared commitment of the India-Australia Economic Cooperation and Trade Arrangement (ECTA) and strengthens the strategic partnership between India and Australia. The implementing agencies for the MRA are the Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority (APEDA), Ministry of Commerce and Industry, India, and the Department of Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry (DAFF), Government of Australia. Ministry of Labour and Employment signs MoU with JEPTO in presence of Union Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandviya. A memorandum of understanding MoU was signed between Ministry of Labour and Employment and JEPTO for enhancing employment opportunities as well as youth employability on the National Career Service (NCS) portal. The MoU was signed in the presence of Union Minister for Labour and Employment and Youth Affairs and Sports Dr. Mansukh Mandviya in New Delhi. The MoU between the Ministry of Labour and Employment and JEPTO marks a major step in integrating platform economy opportunities with the government's employment and skilling ecosystem. JEPTO will provide 10,000 job postings during the MoU duration, creating a predictable and structured pipeline of urban employment opportunities for youth, women, and first-time job seekers. The partnership also creates a bridge to formalization and upskilling, linking gig workers with e-shram registration, social security schemes, and opportunities for future employability and protection. Renewed Kannada novelist S.L. Barappa passed away. Well-known Kannada writer and Saraswati Samman awardee S.L. Barappa, 94, passed away at a private hospital in Bangalore. Barappa was one of the most widely read writers of Kannada and wrote 25 novels, all of which have seen multiple reprints and translated into several languages. He announced retirement in 2017 after his novel Uttara Kannada, a retelling of Ramayana from Sita's perspective. His novels Parva, Vasmavriska, and Guru Bhanga are considered classics of Kannada literature. Some of his popular novels were turned into equally popular films and television serials. UAE-India Business Council enters into strategic MoU to deepen bilateral trade. The UAE-India Business Council has entered into strategic agreements to deepen industry engagements and amplify trade and investments between India and the UAE. As part of three agreements, UIBC and the UAE-India CEPA Council UICC committed to closer institutional collaboration, ensuring greater coherence in advancing objectives of the UAE-India CEPA and deepening the UAE-India Economic Partnership. UIBC and Services Export Promotion Council (SEPC) entered into a pact for deepening cooperation across priority services sectors including logistics, healthcare, IT, ITES, education, tourism and engineering while promoting B2B, B2G engagements and addressing market access challenges. UIBC signed an agreement with regional chambers of commerce, Bombay Industries Association, Calicut Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry to harness regional strengths to institutionalize CEPA facilitation at the grassroots, expand industry participation, and strengthen state level trade and investment linkages. India elected to Interpol Asian Committee during key conference in Singapore. India has been elected as a member of the Interpol Asian Committee after multi-stage voting process. India achieved a significant milestone during the 25th Asian Regional Conference held in Singapore. With this, India has strengthened its role shaping in regional law enforcement priorities. The committee is tasked with identifying strategic priorities and addressing operational challenges in combating crime across the region. Its members deliberate, deliberate on issues such as organized crime, cybercrime, terrorism, human trafficking, and drug trafficking. India has had a record of representation at the highest level of Interpol. In 2021, then CBI Special Director Praveen Sinha was elected as the delegate for Asia on Interpol's executive committee, defeating candidates from China, Singapore, South Korea, and Jordan. At the high level conference in Singapore, India was represented by a CBI delegation. PayRuPay partners with Briskp to launch unified global payments platform. In a move that strengthens India's fintech ecosystem, PayRuPay has partnered with BRISKPE, one of the country's first licensed payment aggregators, cross-border (PACB) to launch an integrated domestic and international payments platform. Founded by Moizi Chauhan, founder and CEO, and Firas Chauhan, co-founder and CTO, PayRuPay has built its reputation on delivering innovative, transparent, and reliable domestic payment solutions. With this alliance, the company is expanding into cross-border transactions, offering a unified ecosystem that bridges Bharat's digital economy with global markets. Brisk P, co-founded by Sanjay Tripathi, co-founder and CEO, brings compliance-first infrastructure, trusted global payments rails, and the scalability required by exporters, SMEs, freelancers, enterprises. Together, PayRuPay and Brisk PA aim to make global money movement as seamless as domestic. ICC suspends USA cricket membership over governance failures. The International Cricket Council (ICC) has suspended the ICC membership status of USA Cricket. The decision was taken after USA Cricket's repeated and continued breaches of its obligations as an ICC member under its constitution. These include the failure of implement a functional governance structure and the lack of progress toward achieving national governing body status with the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee. In a statement, the ICC said that the suspension is an unfortunate but necessary step to protect the long-term interests of the game. Government brings out selection criteria for participation of individuals and teams in the Asian Games 2026 other multi-sports events. The Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports has brought out selection criteria for participation of individuals and teams in Asian Games 2026 and other multi-sports events with a view to lay down a transparent and equitable framework aiming to ensure that the athletes who have real chance of winning medal are only considered for participation in multidisciplinary sports events. The selection criteria has laid down benchmarks both for measurable and non-measurable इवेंट्स कैसे इवेंट्स हैं दोनों तरीके के हैं मिजरेबल और नॉन miserable events which will be guiding principles to decide on participation in multi-sports events such as Asian Games, Para-Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, Asian Indoor Games, Asian Beach Games, Youth Olympics, Asian Youth Games, Commonwealth Youth Games, except for the Olympics and such other international competitions where athlete or team participation is determined by qualification standards set by the respective international federations. Now we come World Maritime Day 2025, 25 September 2025. World Maritime Day 2025 is celebrated this year on 25 September with parallel event expected to take place in United Arab Emirates. This year's World Maritime Day theme, Our Ocean, Our Obligation, Our Opportunity, shines a spotlight on the essential role the ocean plays in sustaining life, livelihoods, and the global economy. This theme also highlights the deep interconnection between shipping and broader global initiatives, especially the UN Sustainable Development Goals (SDG). It is closely tied to SDG 14, Life Below Water, which focuses on conserving and sustainability using marine resources. Since the SDG were adopted in 2015, member states have taken concrete action to improve ocean governance. The theme also connects to SDG 13 climate action, SDG 9 industry, innovation and infrastructure and SDG 17 partnerships for the ग्लोबल। और इसके साथ करंट अफेयर्स भी हो जाती है समाप्त।